Gentlemen, welcome to the Peak Fighting press conference. Glad you all could make it. I am Casey. I'm standing in for Chad Fishburne, who is somewhere in the air or an airport somewhere getting stuck. He wasn't able to make it tonight, but he will be here tomorrow to announce our fights here at the Comerica Center in Frisco, Texas. There is a press mic over here to my left, your right. That is where the questions need to come. So if you have any questions for the fighters that are in front of you, please make your way to that mic, and y'all can take it away. Don't be shy.
Oh, okay. All right. So if you don't know me, I'm going to be the guy asking questions every time at the start. I'm going to start off with you, Ty. Hey, this is a tough debut. Okay, I want to bring something up real quick. What goes into taking your debut, and what kind of opponent are you looking for? Because in my opinion, and I say this out of pure respect, this is a very hard debut. How are you looking at your opponent, Jackson Parks?
I don't think I look at it any different. I come out here, I train every day, I take good fights. I'm coming out there just to kill, that's it.
I hear that. And just on the other end, always want to give you an opportunity to speak. Tough guy coming into his debut. You come out of a tough gym, you got a lot of good training partners. How are you looking at this fight, and what do you see your road to victory?
I think he's a tough opponent. I think my striking's better than his, so I'm going to try to keep it standing. I think he has pretty good jiu-jitsu, decent wrestling, so I'm going to just try to keep it on the feet and piece him up, and hopefully I do that.
I hope he does keep it on the feet, and he's going to realize it's a bad decision, and he's going to try to test out my decent wrestling.
Bet. I'm going to go back to the end of the table, and we're going to come all the way over to the other side. I'm going to go Caleb Ebel. First time getting a fight back in a couple. You've had a couple drop out. I know we had a fight that was scheduled and didn't quite make it through. Now back on the card, taking on the fan favorite, Corey Easter. What are you thinking, man? What's your shot in this fight, and what are your outlook on tomorrow?
Fan favorite, all I got to say is Peak Nation, tomorrow night, I'm going to smash your boy.
Well, nice accent. I like that, too. I've seen you in a cowboy hat, so I know that was harder than what people appreciate. But coming back over to your opponent, Corey, a lot of talk, obviously, a lot of fanfare. The Peak Fighting fans and Instagram, always happy to see a new post from Corey. But what's your plan in the cage tomorrow against Caleb?
I think I'm going to knock him out in round 2. He's had a lot of fast fights. He's usually finished his opponents in round 1, so I've never seen him really go to distance, or I've never seen him in a late fight. So I think that he's going to get tired in the later rounds, and I think that's when I'll be able to capitalize on any mistakes that he makes.
Nice. Well, I hope I get to scream crazy tomorrow for that one, because I'm excited. I'm going to move on to the one question I had prepared for weeks now, which is Ty, you are my favorite fighter I've ever got to commentate, because I love talking trash. It's my favorite part of fighting. You got another dude right there, and the coach is there, and you're just talking and you talked trash to the coach. It was my favorite thing I've ever heard in my life. You were like, "Save your boy, I am smashing him." But just saying, coming back into the Peak cage, already having found such an amazing victory and kind of having that confidence, are you going into the cage with kind of the same attitude? And are you looking to kind of bring that kind of, that energy, man? I love that energy. Is that the same energy we're going to see tomorrow?
Oh, yes, sir. Every fight for me, I'm just going in there to kill the guy, basically. And it's no different from him tomorrow night. I'll make it clear. I'll say it to him in the cage, too. I'm going to fuck him up.
Hey, fair enough. And across the cage here, knowing that you've got somebody who does like to talk, and I've been chirped a couple times. My Chris Mullins, we commentate together. His coach wrecked me. We fought in LFA, and he just talked trash to me the whole time. He was like, the wrestler's going to shoot, and then I couldn't. Do you think that's going to affect you at all, the trash talk, or is that not a worry at all? He has no idea what I'm saying. Fair enough. Yeah.
Trash talk.
Does the trash talk affect you at all, or do you think it's going to be a non-factor tomorrow?
Acredito que não e estou pronto para qualquer. Eu sei que ele gosta de falar bastante antes das lutas e já vim com a cabeça boa para isso e tudo que eu tenho para provar vai ser amanhã. E não importa a área que ele quiser lutar comigo, vai ser uma grande luta.
He say a lot of trash talking, like this is gonna be a exciting fight, but I bring you my best skills for this fighting, and I'm gonna show you for everyone who is the best.
All right, and last but not least, I've got to, and I always will, Bailey, excited to see you back on a card, always bringing the excitement. We've all been getting to watch your journey as you scooter around Thailand and beat up on the locals. How do you feel like that is going to propel you into a victory tomorrow?
The competition in Thailand is pretty insane because it's just people coming from all over the world looking to do one thing and just sharpen their skill set. And so, like, you have an endless amount of training partner, an endless amount of opportunity to train, and just always staying in the DFW area. It's kind of like a small network. And so going to Thailand and seeing that I could hang with guys of that caliber was a really huge confidence booster. I was getting sparring rounds in with like Chris Curtis, and that was boosting my confidence. He's a really good training partner. And yeah, the training there is just next level. So just being able to hang with guys from all over the world, Russians and just talented strikers, and it was good for my confidence.
That's good.
Bailey was not only beating up on the locals, he was beating up on people the top level for the entire world. Bailey's going to show a different level this weekend.
Did you watch the kickboxing fight that I had out there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that guy was an undefeated Dagestani guy. He thought him and his team thought they were gonna like flip the switch short notice. It's like whatever, I'll take the fight. And we probably took like 6 months off each other's life in there.
Yeah, well, I will say there was no doubt in my mind. We talked about this just recently, but Bailey King's not the kind of guy you want to try to knock out. You're going to want to try to have another game plan for that. But moving to our opponent, Joel, coming in, you know that Bailey is obviously, kind of a favorite here at Peak. He's had a lot of fights, lots of big knockouts. What is your plan to take out the guy everybody wants to see win?
This is his show. I'm just here. I've been the show. I'm just here.
All right. Well, best of luck to you guys tomorrow. Have a great night.
Unfortunately, I have to adjust this up a little bit. Love you, Craig. What's up, boys and girls? Let's have fun tomorrow. Ibarra.
Yes,
That's a nice little. I couldn't tell if that was your jacket or if you were just letting it grow for a little bit, man.
A little bit of both.
I like
It's a
it either
combination
way.
of the
Yeah,
two.
Yeah. How you feeling coming into this one, bro? Pro debut. I'm excited to see you in there. Has it felt any different than anything you've done before?
No, brother, I started this camp off strong. 2 months in Thailand with Mr. King over here, and we just went out across Thailand, went with the best people out there. They come from internationally, everywhere across the world. They come to Thailand to sharpen their skills, and we went with the top-level guys everywhere out there. I feel nothing different. 2 months out there to start my camp, came back with my professor, Professor Vidal, to sharpen everything else, and now I come in ready to kill. 5 minutes is nothing. He's going to be worried.
You stayed away from the lady boys, right?
No comment. No comment. No comment.
No, we didn't.
Bailey, shut your fucking mouth. Be quiet.
Hey, Jackson. So obviously, Barr is a big mind game guy. He is a very fantastic at not only striking and grappling, but also getting in people's heads. Is that something you prepared for, or something you were adjusting for? Is it something you think you can deal with no issue?
Yeah, I know he talks a lot of mess before a fight, but I know it's just like for the fight, like it's for promotion and just to get in my head. So I don't think too much into it.
Not only
I'm just here to
before,
fight.
during, and after, and in between.
Yeah, in between, yeah. I'm ready for all of that. We're just going to punch each other and kick each other. It's going to have fun.
Hell yeah. Ebel, good to see you, dude. Coming into your first title fight, how are you feeling going to be going those 5 rounds? Is this something you had to change your camp up for, cardio-wise, or what was your approach?
No, sir. It's great to be here. Thank you, PFC, for the opportunity. But I train over at the War Room MMA. I've got insanely high-level partners over there, training with Davi, a boss, everything like that. We get rounds on rounds and rounds in. I'm not worried about cardio being an issue at all, especially being up at 55. I feel healthy, I feel strong, and I'm ready to do my job.
Hell yeah, bro. Easter, good to see you, kiddo. How are you taking your approach into this one? Like you said a little bit earlier, Evil's had a lot of good finishes in the first round. Is that something that you're trying to think, all right, let's just get this done as soon as possible, or you want to drag him into deep waters? What's your thought process, brother?
Yeah, I think, like I said earlier, he's had multiple first-round finishes. We've never seen him, do anything in those later rounds. And like I said earlier, I think he's going to eventually get frustrated not being able to hit me. And that's when I'll be able to capitalize on any mistakes that he makes. So,
cool, hell yeah. Boss, are you going to – how many times do you think you're going to get confused for Ilia Topuria this weekend?
It's already happened about 6 times since I walked in the door.
I'm not gonna lie, I saw you for the first time and I was like, isn't he supposed to be in fucking Vegas? What the hell?
Very soon.
How you feeling coming in this fight, bro?
And we're good. We prepared good, hard preparation, great drilling partners, great team, great support. We're ready to go. We're ready to put on a show. We're gonna fight like a boss and do our thing.
Hell yeah, brother. Avril, good to see you, girl. It's been a minute since MMA, right? So how are you feeling coming into this one? You looking hella shape right now. What's your, ooh, nice boots. What's your game plan? What's your approach, girl?
Nah, well, the approach is always, we about to go to fucking war.
Hell yeah.
In my hometown, ain't no other way about it. I've been to hell and back in this fight game, and it's about time I walk out with a belt.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. Souza, good to see you. Obviously, you're coming in with someone who is that game and that very much going to walk forward and bring the pace to you. How is your approach going to be for dealing with Avril, and what is your idea? Are you going to try to strike with her, knowing her background and pedigree? Are you thinking about going to the ground, or are you just going to do a hybrid of everything?
Bom, eu acho que eu estou bastante tempo já, né, nessa vida de luta, então eu estou pronta para qualquer área da luta. Sou uma atleta completa e o meu plano é ir lá e ganhar esse cinturão.
My camp was really good. I'm prepared for striking, jiu-jitsu, and I'm gonna beat her and take this belt for Brazil.
Hell yeah. Bailey, missed you, buddy. What's up, man? Powerful pajama pants you got rocking right now. I love your cozy aesthetic you got going on.
Very comfortable.
So obviously you spent a good amount of time in Thailand. The training and the intensity is very, very different out there. Is this one of those things that coming back in, you're trying to stay striking focused, you're trying to show a little bit of everything? What is your idea of what you want to display with what you've learned since we've last seen you?
I'd say just patience more than anything. Just being a little bit cooler, not just like swinging and getting hit, and just praying for chaos. Just being patient out there. It sucks training out there. You really got to like kind of take a moment to catch your breath when you're sparring and just kind of not constantly be in someone's face. You got to be a bit more cognizant how you're using your energy. And so I think just having to do that a lot is I'll be able to show off a lot more patience.
Oh yeah, composure, brother. Thank y'all.
It's hard to follow up after those great questions. Let's start off with King Bao. What does that name mean to you?
It was ultimate ego manifested.
What does that mean?
I do music. I'm a music producer. I'm a rapper. And ultimately, it means many things. Over the course of the years, I've had a lot of things taken from me. I was prompted by the NCAA to give up my scholarship, to choose music, my likeness, or their slavery, and I chose my likeness, and I've made my name a household name. Many people think I am. Many people see what I am now, and I'm grateful. But King Bao was ultimately a manifestation of my ego. Bao, man, don't you hear the name of a king? Long as my name in your mouth, it keeps making me things. It was always that.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel
Bars.
I battled daylight for a reason, yes.
Do you feel comfortable sharing who you fight for?
I fight to eradicate childhood malnutrition. Some people are here because they want to prove how tough they are. Some people are here because they want to prove themselves to the world. I'm here because I fight to eradicate childhood malnutrition. 7 million children die every year from malnutrition. My company, if people would have listened to me 5 years ago when I broke the internet and went viral, we would have saved 7 million children dying every year. My company is a social business 3.0. Long story short, we do food technology. We enhance children's stem cell production by up to 400%. And we give people life-saving technology in products that you're already taking. You drink coffee. We have a coffee that increases stem cell production. You take anti-inflammatories. We have an all-natural anti-inflammatory that lowers cellular inflammation by 47% in 90 minutes. That increases stem cell production. So we infuse all of our products with a buy one, nourish two model. So when you take our products, we nourish a child, and we've sent over 60 million servings of nourishment to children. I fight to get that cause out there, because if we did, we would be the biggest company in the world, and everybody here could participate. We all could make money and take back control from these globalist billionaire fucks.
Yeah. I respect that. I respect you speaking out. And yeah. Switching it up here, Caleb, you own a gym, you run a gym. How has that helped you with your fighting and competing?
I can't speak to anybody else up here, but I know a lot of fighters have full-time jobs where they got to go take care of their families and provide, and respect to you for that. But taking care of my family and providing is training. Rather, I'm training other, adults, martial arts. I have kids programs, everything like that. So my whole life, every single day, all day, is martial arts. There is nothing else that goes on. It's train, teach, train, sleep, and then repeat, man. So it's just nothing but martial arts for me, and I think that gives me a big advantage over anybody living a double life with a 9-to-5 for sure.
Yeah, I love that. And boss, you signed a multi-fight contract with Peak. What's so special about Peak that you wanted to do that?
Peak's a great organization. They're very organized. They take care of the fighters. Great marketing for the fighters and for themselves. So signing with Peak was actually a blessing. As I consider it. Being able to be on the stage, doing my pro debut against a tough fighter. We're gonna go out there. We're just gonna do our thing. Nothing's changed. Same preparation. Well, a little different preparation, but we're ready. We're ready to go out there and have fun.
How is it different?
We did a lot more cardio, a lot more rounds every single day. I had great training partners. We go out there. We're here to execute. We're here to do what we gotta do to get our hand raised. That's the game plan. And that's what's gonna happen tomorrow night.
Yeah. Tayabara, your dad used to be a pro fighter. How has he inspired you? What have you learned from him and maybe his mistakes, his successes?
Yeah, my dad was a pro fighter in Fresno, California, from the Central Valley. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby. The 559, baby. We're throwing down Saturday night. Let's go. You know the vibe. Well, I just come from a deep, heavy wrestling family, fighting family, and just since I was young, I've been out there competing every single day. This is nothing new to me. I compete all the time, and I'm just out there ready to smash. Any competition is nothing new to me. And just being able to see his career from start to finish, I'll be able to learn from everything along the journey, and I'll be able to implement it in my career.
I love that.
Let's go. 559, baby. We in the house. Let's go.
817, where you at? Damn!
559, baby, let's go! That's across the country, bitch, let's go!
I think if anyone else has questions.
Hello, everybody. I know none of you know me who's up on the panel here. My name is Stephen Pinder. I'm from the Texas Martial Arts Hall of Fame. And being from the Texas Martial Arts Hall of Fame, I get to be a little biased. I'm not. And I wish everybody the best of luck. How many Texans do we have up here? How does it feel? And I'll go right down the line. How does it feel representing the state where it all started in America, late 50s? Does that feel is there any weight on you guys, or your shoulders, carrying that kind of mantle? Who wants to go first?
I think there's always a little bit of a, like, Texas is Texas, man. Everybody knows who Texas is, so you don't mess with Texas. There's always a little bit of pressure on our backs to perform whenever you're from Texas because, sorry, California, we aren't the best state, you know? So I still love you guys and all, but Texas is running the game for sure, so we got to make sure that we represent and make Texas proud. That's a little upset that the 817 didn't shout out like the 559 did, though, so hey, appreciate y'all for representing, though, you know what I'm saying?
Anybody else?
This is Texas. Come and motherfucking take it.
You got
That's
it.
how we all coming.
Uh-huh. And you guys going to be carrying the Texas flag out there?
You know I will be, baby. Let's fucking go.
There we go, man.
Born in California, but I reside in Texas, and that's my fucking home, baby. Let's get it.
Thank you, guys. I'll be here tomorrow night watching you guys. Hopefully I can talk to some of you after the fight. God bless.
All right, anybody got any more questions before we move on to the weigh-ins? I think we're good. If you're hearing all the shouting and whacking and things going on in the background, there is hockey going on behind us in the Comerica Center this evening, and obviously the buzzer, so we will continue with that. At the Comerica Center tomorrow night here in Frisco, Texas, Peak Fighting will be in full force. I encourage you to all come out or download the Peak Fighting app. Oh, we have another question?
What's up, guys? We hear it? All right. Just making sure. So good shit today to start with, guys, on the wake-ups. Nice. I bet that was nice. Good job. Today, I got a question for a couple people. So let's start with Taji Barra right here. Dog, I got a really big question. How you do your wake-ups? How you do to eat steaks tonight, last night, today, and still looking huge? It looks like you ate your opponent, dog.
A true magician will never reveal his secrets.
All right, that's fair.
But tomorrow I will eat my opponent. Saturday night at the Co-America Center, baby. Let's get
go,
it. Live on pay-per-view and the Peak app, baby. Let's go.
So I got another question right here from my other Ty on the table. What's up, Ty? I've been seeing your stuff showing, bro, your highlights. You've been around the world, huh? You've been fighting, messing everybody up, huh? So you're in my country, just with my hometowns, guys, bro. Good shit, though. What you got planned for this fight? Did you work any Portuguese on the shit talk? Did you, what you got going on?
No, man, I've been training a lot. My plan with this fight is just take him into deep waters. He hasn't ever fought over, I think, 3 minutes, and he hasn't fought in like 3 years. So I think he's going to get tired real soon. I'm going to take him at least to the second round, and then I'll finish him with whatever I want.
Nice. We're going to go for that fucking elbows finish. Fucking make it bleeding,
Elbows,
huh?
baby.
Let's
Elbows.
go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then Billy King. So, dog, I saw your fight. I saw you training with Ty, bro. I bet that was hard grind, dog, because believe me, I had to go through it every day. How is this in taking you to this fight, though? Like, what's going to be the difference? What are we going to see more? We're going to see more grappling since you got that purple belt. We're going to see some more strides. It's going to be a ground and pound. What you got?
I feel confident anywhere, really. I mean, Ty was only subbing me maybe twice around. So, yeah,
got it down
I
to
feel
one.
like anywhere the fight needs to go, I've seen it plenty. I mean, we spent months out there with the best guys in the world. So, like, anywhere the fight goes, I mean,
We're going for the finish, huh? We're getting the finish.
Always.
All right,
always,
just said,
always.
well, good luck, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow night. Let's go.
The Predator, the media guy. Let's go. He does it all. He's the fighter. He's the media guy. He's the weight cutter. Let's get it.
Hello?
Okay.
So I'm really here for my friend Ty fighting, but the guy right over there named Jackson, I don't know your last name. Nobody asked him a question all day today.
Because he's a boring fighter. He's here because of me, bro.
Jackson, can you explain
You're
yourself?
not even gonna throw a punch tomorrow, bro.
So he's not gonna see the punch that I throw, and he's gonna go to sleep.
More like a bounce smells like ass.
Still, I stand on my word.
All right, now we're going to move on to the weigh-ins.
Can you throw a punch tomorrow?
I think we're good.
Your fans want to see you throw a punch, bro. They don't want to see you lay on me the whole round.
Is somebody talking?
Are you gonna throw a punch?
You're not gonna see it, bro. You're just gonna wake up asking what happened. Don't worry.
We all know what you're gonna do, bro. It's no secret. You're gonna lay on me, sniff some crotch. You're not even
At
gonna
least
throw
you're
a punch.
prepared.
You're not even gonna throw a punch.
At least you're prepared to go to sleep, regardless. Whether it's with the hands, whether it's with the choke.
not gonna
Jackson,
throw a
you're
punch,
going
bro.
to sleep tomorrow, my brother.
You're not gonna throw a punch.
Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, tomorrow night here at the Comerica Center, Peak
They
Fighting.
know what's up. They don't gotta ask me no questions. They know what's up.
And we're going to move on to the
They got me up here for a
weigh-ins.
reason.
We're going to move on to the weigh-ins now.
Yeah,
Thanks
shut
for your questions tonight.